Hi every baby, welcome back. I am Princess Small Beans, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the best mobile games for age regressors. We're going to have some free games and some paid games. Before we get started, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you guys for 100 subscribers! Oh yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. Also, my second to last video hit 1,000 views the other day, which is crazy because I'm a new channel. On top of that, YouTube has been being really weird, and for some reason it keeps turning the comment off on my videos, even though I don't want that to happen. So, that is not my intention for the comments to be off. So, if the comments are off, if you do want to leave a comment, like check back in a couple hours or so, because hopefully I will notice and turn the comments off. Turn them back on. And one very last thing, sorry this intro is so long, but I wanted to give a big old shout out to this super epic commenter, because in my last video I talked about this stuffy that I couldn't find a name for, and they picked one out for me, which is really super freaking cool. So thank you so much. His name is Freddy now, and I love it so much. It's so good. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the free-to-play games. Yay! First up, we have Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Oh yeah. It's basically like a Animal Crossing game, but a tiny bit downgraded. You can still decorate a bunch of stuff. You can decorate your campsite. You can travel. You can collect bugs. You can't like sell the bugs and fruit and fish that you get, but you still get money by helping out villagers and serving out requests. And villagers can come stay at your campsite, but if you craft the correct furniture so that they'll come over. It's really fun, and it's completely free. There are in-app purchases, but you honestly don't really need to do those. Like, it's definitely not play to win at all. It's super fun, and I like it. Okay, in this next part, I kind of have to talk kind of quiet because I don't want my parents to hear me being tiny beans and ask who I'm talking to. Next up, we have Neko Atsume. This is a game where you can collect little cartoon cats, and you can set out cool furniture with the gifts that they give you. They'll give you money for setting out cool furniture and food, and you can use that to buy even cooler furniture to collect different cats and to earn more money and to set out really cool foods for them. You can also take adorable pictures of the little mamas, and it's so good. I love it so much. I like it when I'm big and I'm small, because cats are the best ever. It's really fun, especially if you have any friends who also like the game, because you can compete to see how many cats you can collect first. Although usually I don't spend my time collecting the cats. I just like to sit and watch them be adorable. It's so good. Next up is a game that I talked about in one of my last videos, and I got so many comments talking about how much I love this game, and yeah, I agree, it is a very epic game. It's called Toka Life World. It's one of the, actually I think it's the only free game that Toka makes, mainly because there's a ton of in-app purchases that you can get, but you don't have to get them. It's just like little upgrades and stuff, but it's essentially like you have a dollhouse on your phone. There's so many cool buildings that you can go into, and you can make 3 characters for free, and then you have to pay for more, but I only ever really play with 2 characters. It's like me and my bubbas, so I don't really mind that much. And there's cool little areas. There's like pet shops and food places and clothing stores and a theater, and you get 1 apartment building, and you also get 1 house for free when you get the game. And they also have a bunch of pre-made characters, so you don't really even need to make your own, because you can kind of just make yourself maybe if you want to, or make anything you want. But they also have a ton of pre-made characters for you to play with, so it's not really a big deal. You can do a lot of cool stuff. You can decorate the house and your apartment, and then there's also some in-app purchases, upgrades, where you can buy some more cool buildings and upgrade the town. There's like a daycare that I kind of really want to get, but I can't justify me getting it because I just don't play this game enough for me to justify it. But if I ever, started playing it like constantly, then I probably would justify getting it. But I really want like the daycare one because that's really cute and it always makes me feel very small. But this game is a lot of fun. I like it a lot, and I think every age regressor should get this if you can, because it's really freaking cute and I love it with the burning passion. Okay, so next up is a game called Animal Restaurant, another game around cats. Can you tell where I like cats? Apparently a lot of people do too, because there's a bunch of games that involve cats. But basically this is just a game where you have a restaurant, but it's all just inhabited by animals, hence the name Animal Restaurant. It's free. I don't think I've even really noticed in-app purchases. You can watch ads to get stuff, but you also don't have to do that at all. So it's pretty chill, and basically you can complete tasks to upgrade your restaurant. You don't even have to like worry about burning your food or anything. All you have to do is click on the people's orders and the kitchen will automatically do it for them, and then you just click on the money that they give you and you can do tasks to upgrade your restaurant and make it be super epic and cool. And it's really cute. I have spent probably way too many hours just sitting and tapping. It can get kind of addicting if you're in the mood for it. So I think it's really cool and fun and a great way to pass the time and to have fun. Oh my god. Okay, the next game is Super Mario Run, but I just heard the most terrifying noise. And it wasn't my cat. And I think it's coming from my neighbor's house. Are you guys okay? It's so scary. Okay, but about this game. So Super Mario Run has a lot of fun things. My favorite thing to do is Toad Rally. You can compete against random people who have accounts, and you basically just have to compete to get the most toads. But I think something that people didn't notice is the key to winning is just to jump a lot and to make sure that you kill as many monsters as possible. That's how you win. So I have a decent amount. I don't play a super lot. I used to play a lot, but I don't play a super lot anymore. But occasionally when I remember, I will play. There's also something called Remix 10, which is pretty freaking funsies. Basically, it's like a bunch of random Mario worlds, and you just have to not die and get it to the other side. They don't last for long, but I think it's perfect for a mobile Mario game. And there's also something else called, I think it's called World Map or something, and those are just Mario games, but for your phone. I really like those because after a certain point you have to pay to get all of them, and I don't want to get invested and have to pay for the whole thing. So I usually just play Toad Rally and Remix 10 because it's basically the same thing, but honestly a little bit more fun just for me. If I wanted to play a Mario game, I would just play a Mario game on my Switch or my Wii or something. So I really like this game. It's fun and free, and you don't really have to bother with the in-app purchases because it's just not really necessary. Next up, we have Cooking Mama. Now, a good thing to know about this game is that it's essentially just a normal Cooking Mama game, but it's free, and there's also a little Dino Dash mini game where you just kind of have to, if you've ever seen that SpongeBob Dino Dash game, it's essentially that, but it's Cooking Mama themed. So you get to cook the food and then you serve that same food in the restaurant, which is pretty cool. One thing I will say though is when you open the app, it bombards you with 20 billion messages. I tried to cut some of them out so when you're watching this you won't get an anxiety attack because it's a little bit jarring. So I would recommend preparing yourself to have to deal with that. But even just in these few clips you can see how badly it bombards you with crap. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just a normal Cooking Mama game. I've never actually gotten to play one before, so I'm glad this game exists. And basically it's a normal Cooking Mama game with kind of a Dino Dash element to it, but you don't have to do the Dino Dash part. You can just do the normal cooking part. But I think in order to do the diner dash part, you do have to cook the food first, which makes sense. So yeah, it's fun. Next up, we have Good Pizza, Great Pizza. This game is super freaking cool. It's basically like Papa's Pizzeria, except it's a little bit easier. I think it's because it's on mobile that they have it be easier, but that makes it super fun for when I'm regressed, so I don't get confused. It's pretty cool. Basically, you just make pizzas as to what people say, and the orders are pretty easy to follow most of the time. It's also kind of funny and humorous, and I think that's pretty freaking cool. This game's also available on Switch and probably PC and other consoles for a little bit of cash, but this game is free, so you only have to deal with ads, and even those don't pop up unless you specifically click on them to get stuff. So it's pretty cool. Highly recommend this game since it's free. You don't gotta worry about anything, and it's a great way to pass the time. Here is just some honorable mentions of a couple games that I've looked at in the App Store that I want to check out, but I just haven't exactly picked them up yet. Now we're gonna look at the games that cost money. I hate spending money, but sometimes it's cool. All of the games that I have paid for, I actually bought them like when I was like actually 8 years old or something. So they are completely free now because once you buy them, it's completely free because of the iCloud and stuff. It's on your account. So these games are free to me. But this is Toka Cars. It's really cool. It's a racing game. You can race on a pre-recorded track or pre-made track, and you can also make your own. It's really fun to just mess around with. The controls are really easy to do once you get the hang of them. Once I learned it once, it was pretty easy to come back into it after not playing it for a while. So it's pretty chill. Very age regressor friendly since it was made for little tiny babies, and we are little tiny babies, so it's perfect. It's a lot of fun to race on the pre-made track and to make your own. My favorite thing to do is run around in the paint and spread the paint around everywhere. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure the game's only like $3.99 like most of Toka's games are, so it's not too expensive to pick up. A little bit pricey, I think, for an app, but not too expensive. And then you can get a decent amount of playtime with the game to warrant maybe spending your money on it. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, and the last paid game is Toka Pet Doctor, another Toka game. Toka games are so great, honestly. Like, they have a bunch of them. I love them all. I've had the science games and these two, but I don't really play the science games that much when I'm small. I kind of like these simple ones. But Toka Pet Doctor is just what it is. You're a pet doctor, and you're taking care of a couple animals that have come in with some problems. You have to figure out how to fix them, and then you get to feed them yummy tweets when you fixed their problems. And then when all is said and done, they're all cozy and thankful. And no matter how many times I play this game, it's still a lot of fun. I kind of have played this game since I was like probably like 8 or something. So I kind of know them by heart. So I go through these really super duper fast. Even when I'm small, it's like instincts, but it never stops being really fun. So I definitely recommend this game. I think it's really cool, and the animals are super freaking adorable. Like, I love it so much. I want to hug them all and give them yummy tweets. So yeah, it's really fun. And this is another game that is paid, Stardew Valley. It's really freaking cool. I love Stardew Valley. I have it on Switch and stuff, and it's really cool to take it on mobile. So if you don't have the game at all, I think you should get this version first because it's cheaper and you can see how much you like it on mobile. Obviously, there's some downgraded parts to it since it's not the full game, since it's only $4.99, but Alright, so that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies for me having to be quiet and my AC unit in the background being extremely loud. It's really hot, and it would not have been worth it to turn it off for the sake of this audio. So my apologies for that. But I really am super thankful for 100 subscribers. I know it might not seem like a lot, but it's really a lot to me, and I'm really thankful for it. I'm gonna do a 100 subscriber special soon, so stay tuned for that, guys. But yeah, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment so I can read them and reply and we can talk to each other and have fun. Thanks for watching, guys.